Oh man, I can't believe people are still talking about Chrissie Mayr. Man, this whole Jeremy Hambly situation has really got the internet on fire right now. So what is this? Chrissie Mayr, he took all kinds of nude photos and I think I ended up... okay, well, I'm gonna check that out.
I was gonna work this like private like orgy thing like that. And I can't believe I got this all like from Craigslist. Like this was all like 2014, which you would think would be like Craigslist would be over by then. But I was just, it was like, oh, you're gonna make like $1,000 a shift, and I was like, 1,000. That sounds good. That's rent, and they're like, pass out towels, and if you want to like jump in, go for it. And I was already kind of like messing around with like couples, so I was like, oh, why don't I just get paid to do the stuff I'm already doing?
So she was doing it for free, messing around with couples. So she's a swinger.
Yeah.
No wonder she was covering for Jeremy, huh?
That's what I was saying, man. She was getting passed around in Jared's circle, and now he's wanting to hire her.
Huh. Chrissie Mayr was a swinger.
Wow.
Couple, so I was like, oh, why don't I just get paid to do the stuff I'm already
Didn't see that coming. Nope, not one bit.
doing? But it was like scary. Like I remember I met up with this guy at like a hotel bar at like 11 a.m. and he just kept like giving me
Who meets people at a bar at 11 a.m.?
drinks, but I was like filling out this paperwork. He was young, really good
That's a crazy time to be at a bar.
looking, and it was like all very shifty, and he was like, all right, well, you have to get like an STD test through like our doctor.
Well, at least she's reminiscing. At least he was good looking. Am I right, guys?
Wow.
And like it all seemed like pretty official. And then at one point
yeah, it makes sense why she swept for Ricada too. You're so right, chat.
he like took me into the bathroom, and he was like,
Yeah, she's completely into degeneracy.
well, we have to take pictures of your body. And I was like, oh fuck, like that should have been like the red flag where I was like, get out of here, Chrissy, get out. But I was like, I really need money. So
Of course
I like
you
went
did.
into the
So I want
Prostitution every time. You need money.
to remind you guys at this point that in our last stream where we covered her on Cecil's stream, she admitted to being broke. She said, oh, if people call me grifters, but if only they knew how broke I was. And it's like, thank you for announcing that you're desperate and easy to take advantage of.
Right.
And clearly she really will do anything for money. She's saying it here. She was willing to suck and f- for money. She will stoop low.
All the women that I know in my personal life, when they don't have money, you know what they do? They go to a farm and ask if they could work on the farm. Or some shit like that. Or, they get a fucking job.
For money. So yeah, I think it's fair to question her integrity considering how long of a track record this is. Like how old is this clip?
fuck, like that should have been like the red flag where I was
He
like,
was
get out of
16.
here, Chrissy, get out.
Also, if you're a Christian who goes to church, you don't need to do prostitution if you need some money. Just ask some people at church. If you're trustworthy, they will help you. That's the problem, though. You gotta be trustworthy. Well, not all the time.
Out, but I was like, he like took me into the bathroom, and he was like, well, we have to take pictures of your body. And I was like, oh fuck, like that should have been like the red flag where I was like, get out of here, Chrissy, get out. But I was like, I really need money. So I like went into the bathroom with this guy, and he just like took all kinds of like nude photos, and like
So he actually took her nudes. This is straight up prostitution.
Agreed.
pretty sure that it was neck down. Like I'm 90% sure. But it just like
This is some casting couch type shit. IRL.
and then I think I ended up like blowing the dude in the bathroom because I was like, I really need this job. But he
So she gave him extra too? So not only is she a whore, she's a cheap one. She actually got on her knees and begged for money.
Whoa, buddy! Who knew somebody that is projected to be hired by Jeremy Hambly is a cheap whore? Of course he wants her to work there. After begging the chat to like his content every 15 minutes, TheQuartering Jeremy Hambly still gets dislike ratioed. This is brutal! Chrissie Mayr reveals another disgusting Craigslist ad sex encounter. Never saw a pic of guy. What the fuck, dude? It's just like every time with this bitch.
I was lonely. I voluntarily took a cab. This was a Craigslist thing I answered. Took a cab to like Bushwick to meet a person I've never met before. Didn't even have or see a picture. The arrangement was to trade massages. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do this. This sounds like a good idea. I was just in a really low place after this breakup. So even the cab driver's like, are you sure you want to get out? And I had no clue who I was meeting. And so we meet at the bar. we meet actually on the street corner. And he's like, and I was like, let's go get a drink, you know, because I was like, this is probably
It's funny. She talks about the street corner.
going to turn into a hookup. And he's like, I'd rather not. Like, this is my local bar. Like, people I know are here.
God.
And I'm looking at this guy, and he's a 2, and I don't know, maybe I'm like a 7. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty good looking, you know. Like,
She's the kind of good looking that you don't want to fuck, that you might get a disease from, or she might stab you or some shit. This bitch is crazy. I don't know who this is.
and I was like, this is a guy who I wouldn't give the time of day, like in just like if I were meeting him in a bar, like randomly, I wouldn't even talk to him. But like here we are in this arranged thing, and he doesn't even want to take me to his like neighborhood bar. I'm like, oh no, now we're fucking going in this bar.
Fuck that.
And then the thing that like locked it in for me that made me want to get in the cab, but he was like, come over, my place is really nice, you know. And so I go to his place, and it's not nice. He didn't even pick up. And that ended up being my like emotional like sex rock bottom, because like he was bad at massages, I was good at massages, and then I had to pay for my own Uber back home. It was like
stop.
It was such a lose-lose situation that after that I was like, oh yeah.
And like I get this stuff is funny. I get it. Like you did some crazy shit in the past, but you can't be a right-wing personality, a Christian conservative personality after talking about all this shit on the internet. It's just not gonna work. I'm sorry. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you repent, that's just not gonna be your thing.
I gotta stop answering Craigslist ads. I gotta stop like being on all these like apps, flying by the seat of my pants, like making bad decisions. So that was like in a way good, because I kind of woke up after that point. I was like, oh, I could have been like murdered 3 times just in that one night.
Oh my God.
See, this is why I don't get on any of these apps and do any of this shit, because you end up catching, oh shit, I'm about to fuck this hot bitch, and it's Chrissie Mayr. Yeah, no thank you.
Friends over ambushes on my shows. Friends over ambushes on my shows. And it's just not my style. I like for my shows to be a place where people can speak their mind, and it's up to the audience to like decide what they think about that. I am not into gotchas. I am not Barbara Walters.
You can speak your mind. We're gonna let you speak your mind.
I am not 60 Minutes. I am not here to like. Right. It's just not my style to grill or ambush or gotcha.
Question.
Unless that's something, you know what I mean? Like, again, at no point
Anyway,
during
it's
the
your
Melanie
channel.
interview,
Why do you have to talk about?
or like in the title or anything. It wasn't like this is going to be about quartering, or this is going to be a gotcha, or this is going to, you know, it was not in there at all. So the reason why people came in expecting that is because people sent raids to the chat being like, ooh, and there was the expectation of that in the chat, and the chat got angry when they didn't get that.
Sure.
But again, I'm not stopping anybody from having Melanie on. I'm not stopping anybody from having the quartering on. And then
Chrissie, it's your job Chrissie, it's your job to cover their
Nobody is stopping anybody from anybody coming on. But we will make fun of you. We will shit all over you. We're not trying to cancel anybody. Anybody that's saying that is just a fucking liar. And it's all of these people right here. I don't know about these people. I don't know who these people are.
shit for them. You have to be like a box and follow their agenda.
So.
I mean, why didn't people attack Michael Knowles, who had Melanie Mack on last night? Like, why didn't they endlessly attack Michael Knowles?
Because Michael Knowles had no idea, and everybody knows he has no idea. Because he's just kind of an old moron who just talks about stuff that pops up in his Facebook feed.
Of the Daily Wire for talking to Melanie and not asking about.
Well, the Daily Wire's got some bigger problems on their hands. I don't know if you saw that Ben Shapiro video where he was basically like, I'm fucked. Everything's cooked. Daily Wire's falling apart, but I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, we'll see, buddy.
Oh, and being up on the lore. Oh, God. All right, I'm sure there's going to be.
Oh, boy. Yeah, nobody knows who you are, bro, so good luck with that whole puppet thing. What is this, a different stream with the same puppet guy, or is this the same stream? I don't know.
So for the people who are hate watching the stream, you're still helping the stream. So thank you for the attention that you're giving this stream. But like I said, if you write some fuckery to me, I will be blocking you. I don't care. And so for the people who are streaming.
Yeah, for one, don't block people. And for two, it's not good for people to be hate watching your stream, because you know what happens? It sends more people to hate watch your stream, because the algorithm notices that and thinks that's what your audience is just nothing but hate watchers. And you keep poking and poking and poking, you're literally showing that all you want is hate watchers. This is how you get lolcowed. Holy shit, they don't get it. They're fucking retarded. They just try and work with the algorithm without knowing how it works first. I don't work with the algorithm because fuck the algorithm. It has no idea who my audience is, so fuck it. I'm not gonna play with it. I will actively play against it. Organic growth, baby! I don't need to grift in order to get views. I will get 0 views forever. I don't give a fuck. I'm in it for the love of the game. These people are obviously in it for the views and the money and the conversation, or else they wouldn't keep fucking bringing this shit up, making it worse. They think it's gonna get better for them, but it's not. When you get labeled a lol cow, you just become an infinite content farm. That's where the name lol cow comes from. You just keep getting milked and milked and milked forever. Anyone who has been labeled a lol cow has not gotten out of it yet. Good luck. These girl bosses moved up the corporate ladder with one simple trick. Smash JT says, what did they do? I wonder what did they do? It's a mystery to us all. All game companies should blacklist this grifter. This is Anita Sarkeesian. I disagree. She is not a grifter. She tells us exactly what she wants to do every time. But yes, we definitely should be banning her from all game companies because she doesn't want games to be games. These freaks, they all just want control. We just want freedom. We just want to be left alone. Tectone says, stop pushing this on children. Popbase says, today is the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, what the fuck is that? Intersexism, don't know what that is either, never heard of it, and transphobia. Popbase, what are they? Popbase is your best source for all pop culture related entertainment, news, award show coverage, chart updates, statistics, and more. Something tells me that I'm gonna doubt that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about it, but something tells me.
It's lucrative. And also there could have been, that's what I'm learning, is like sometimes there's people who are building up resentment for years over a perceived slight or actual slight or whatever. And instead of talking about it when it happens and releasing the pressure and dissolving it, they carry resentment for years and years. And then that turns to bitterness. And then, oh, there's a dog pile going on for this person. Oh, good. This is the chance I have to release the pressure of my wound from earlier. And I don't know. I'm trying to just understand that this is why this sometimes happens. It's but you have to remember what goes around comes around, and what goes up must come down. Like it's all, life has a very interesting something about reaping and sowing.
I feel like life always didn't like me.
That's so funny. Reap and sow, bitch. You're gonna suffer, Chrissy, forever and ever. Suffer, bitch. Ghost of Yotei multiplayer mode will not get more updates just 3 months after launch. Sucker Punch says the Legends team play mode in Ghost of Yotei will not get any more big updates. The free multiplayer mode launched on March 10th, 2026, and the April raid update is the last big one planned after only about 2 months of major support. Wait, the free multiplayer mode? Haven't multiplayer modes for single player games always been free for the most part? Like, dating all the way back to the 360 days, and even before then. Like, what the fuck? Also, these people, they never learn their fucking lesson, man. You should have known that this wasn't gonna work. Looking at the 360 PS3 era with all these random multiplayer modes for single-player games that nobody asked for. I don't know what Sony's been doing here lately, but it's been L after L for them when it comes to multiplayer modes and multiplayer games. Like, what the fuck are you doing? If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. I mean, I agree with the energy, but piracy literally isn't stealing. It's technically copyright infringement, which is a completely different thing. You can still do it if you know how to get around copyright infringement without breaking DRM. Unfortunately, I can't talk about it on the internet, so figure it out yourself. What is this, a Chipotle in DC? Whoa, there's children there. happen. And you know, I don't even want to look at the replies because I already know it's just going to be a bunch of racist morons. Listen, this is not a black people problem. This is a crime problem. The black people that I know aren't doing this shit. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Everybody sucks. They're all stupid. These people are stupid. The people talking about it are stupid. The people filming it are stupid. The people at Chipotle are stupid. The people in America are stupid. Because why are we letting this happen? We should allow these businesses to defend themselves because this shit is fucking retarded. This is why you're not going to catch me going to any cities. Fuck that. For any reason. What is this?
If I was a Muslim, I'd say thank you. Thank you for promoting Islam, for allowing the indoctrination of students and children.
They love
I
that.
would thank you for ignoring the many people here. They're just misinformed, right? But I'm not a Muslim. Here's why. Let me quote some verses from the Quran.
Oh, shit.
Slay the unbeliever wherever you find them. Maim and crucify the infidels if they criticize Islam. Terrorize and behead those who believe in scriptures other than the Quran. Muslims must muster all weapons to terrorize the infidels. The unbelievers are stupid. Urge the Muslims to fight them. Whenever opportunity arises, kill the infidels wherever you catch them. Make war on infidels living in your neighborhood. Do not hanker for peace with infidels. Behead them when you catch them. Reminds me of what that kid just told you. I've just brought the receipts. Support for Islam is treason. Treason is defined in
1000%.
Article 3, Section 3 of the U.S. Constitution as adhering to the enemies of the United States. Some of the people in this room have committed treason. Why? Have you all been bribed or blackmailed?
Yes.
If so, blink twice. Is your allegiance to
Well,
America?
they're doing it on purpose. They're not going to blink if they're being bribed. They're taking money.
America and the Constitution, or to the terror of Islam? It's a rhetorical
Neither.
question.
Money.
You've shown your cards. Do the right thing. Maybe just pretend you're hosting The Apprentice and tell a certain someone you're fired. Thank you.
Fucking right, dude. We should ban Islam, seriously. We should kick out all of the Muslims. Not even fucking joking. That's not even the worst parts of the Quran. You should read it. No Man's Sky player gets a giant flying beetle pet? Whoa. You can ride it? You can ride the pets? I've never had a pet in No Man's Sky. That's cool as fuck, dude. Yep, I'm gonna have to get a pet in No Man's Sky now.
As well, from the Birdman.
The
my
Birdman,
goat.
right.
The
of
last
course.
3 days he's been calling you a Muslim terrorist and nothing is happening. Yeah.
Well, it is weird, though, that you end up falling off on the side of supporting every Muslim terrorist.
True.
And also, by the way, I've never called Hasan a terrorist.
Yeah, he also sides with literally every terrorist organization. Like Antifa, literally deemed a terrorist organization. And he immediately was in support of them, was already in support of them, but also came out in support of them.
This is the constant reframing that people like this do. I say that he is a terrorist supporter.
True.
And he is a terrorist supporter. He says that he's
I would say that he is a domestic terrorist leader, if you want to call him a leader.
supports groups that are labeled as terrorist groups like the Houthis. It's not even a debatable fact.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton never killed anybody. You know what I mean? There's no blood on her hands.
I don't even... Why are we even having this conversation? He says it.
He's trying to grab onto as much relevance as possible, and he's failing to do.
By the way, Hasan is flying all around the world to collab with any political person that will happen to allow him to infect their campaign. And so, what are you talking about? I'm desperately clawing on for relevance. Like, I'm streaming. Obviously, I'm looking for relevance. I do it for fun. I like streaming. What can I say?
Lol, what isn't? He gets more views than you on every platform. I love the lone Asmongold warrior in the chat. I'm not entirely certain if that's the case. If we look at the overall YouTube views that
Dude, who cares? Who cares? He's just constantly trying to find a way that he's better than Asmongold. Like, dude. Well, actually, if you look at the numbers just a certain way, just how I portray it, I'm actually doing a lot better. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, nobody's gonna suck your dick. That's why Valkyrie left you.
I garner from the...
Great. I'm glad you're happy
Taylor Lorenz might suck his dick.
with how well you're doing on YouTube. Okay, what is it? Is it literally just coping and molding? about popularity.
Clip channel and his main channel, he talks about me quite a bit.
Yes.
I actually have leveled up on my ops a little bit more than random unwashed, sweaty loser gamers to entire institutions like Fox News.
Yes.
He's still stuck chirping about me.
I have no interest in any form of mainstream validation. That's why I've been invited to a lot of mainstream, like channels and stuff like that to come on and discuss things, even as just like a personal thing. I just have no interest in it. I like doing what I'm doing and I'm comfortable.
And that's why he's got more views.
Doing it. So if he wants to go and get involved with some new political candidate that wants to, make excuses for Hamas, then yeah, I'll criticize it or whatever, but he's totally free to do that. That's just not something that I'm interested in doing.
But he still is a multimillionaire with multiple businesses nonetheless. You think that he represents your lifestyle, but he doesn't. You think he has your best interest in mind, but he doesn't. He's just...
That's right.
I'm just going to let him talk.
Right, guys. The person who really has your best interest in mind is the person that wants to flood your country with foreigners and support terrorists that want to kill you.
And literally every bad thing that is anti-America. And he lets that be known all the time that he's anti-America and anti-anything American. That's why he supports communists and terrorists and literally all of the things. All of the things. He doesn't have any principles except anti-American values. It's crazy.
That's right, guys. Don't listen. Hey, don't listen to me. Listen to that instead.
All I
He's
said is
very
you called
upset
him
about this.
need relevance, but he has more views than you on all platforms. Okay, buddy. Talk to me when he actually has real ops, okay? Not just fucking Twitch streamers like myself who forget to mention him for a month.
Bro, your ops. Your ops, you sound like you're fucking some thug in the hood with that language. And that's on purpose. Your ops are manufactured. You created these ops on purpose so that you could say that you have ops. It's so fucking cringe, dude.
And then the first time.
Why would I want to? What do I need ops for? I'm not trying to be involved with mainstream politics. See, this is the difference, is that the reason why I don't involve myself directly with a lot of mainstream politics is because I know that I'm extremely controversial.
Yep,
I know,
and they're all a bunch of bullshit fucking liars, every fucking single one of them. All these warmongering power seekers that are just trying to get ahead. They want to be leaders. They want to have money. Exactly the type of fucking people that I hate and don't trust. Eye of the needle, you know what I'm saying?
Know that, and I don't want to pollute or complicate any sort of thing that I agree with by adding in my own personal issues. I have no interest in doing that. Like, I know this is the complicated thing, but the main time that any of these people bring you up politically, it's to disavow you. Whenever Fox is bringing you up, it's to disavow you. When Zoran is bringing you up, it's to disavow you. When, anybody else, any of these other CNN is bringing you up, it's to disavow you. It's not like these people are, like, giving you motion in, like, a good way. They do the same thing for Nick Fuentes. They do the same thing for...
Imagine that. You're being compared to Nick Fuentes. That's probably why he copied the whole hands in front of him moving around, wearing the suit, just like Nick Fuentes was doing.
Alex Jones. This isn't like a seal of approval. I know, and he views it as a popularity contest. I think that he does believe in the political values that he has, but
it's all about the views. Oh, yeah, I believe that he believes in the political values he has, but his values are anti-America. That is the values. It's not pro all this other stuff. It's just anti-America.
But it seems also that he uses them and the, things that he involves them with as social accessories. I think he does. And he brings up the fact that he's involved with these campaigns and he's talking to these people like it's a big deal. I don't really bring this up. Keep in mind, I was talking to Elon Musk. I never told people until Elon leaked the fucking DMs, right? I've talked to a lot of people that are, very high level, well-known people that are powerful and in high places. I don't talk about it or anything. It's not a big deal. To me, it's really not. I just sit in my house and a guy wants to talk to me. He's like, what do you think about this? I'm like, this is what I think about it. That's it.
Just in, Department of Justice credits James O'Keefe undercover videos for the indictment of LA election fraudster Brenda Brown. That's crazy. Thought there was no widespread fraud. How come I keep hearing about fraud coming directly from the government? I wonder.
And yes, James O'Keefe is the source of that video. There was a public reporting of an undercover video of her on video paying homeless people to register to vote. So I think that was widely reported. It was all over the press.
No, you're telling me the thing we said was happening was actually happening all along? You don't say! Say it ain't so!
And as a result of that, we initiated and opened up a criminal investigation with the FBI. Not only did Ms. Brown pay people to register to vote, which is illegal, it is a federal crime, 52 USC 10307C, she also induced them to place false information on the voter registration forms. She had them put her address as the address to receive the ballots. What she was going to do with those ballots when received was to be determined. But this is an example of...
Wait. She had them use her address? Are you fucking retarded? Maybe she thought she was never going to get caught? Or maybe it's just part of the culture so nobody thought about it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking as part of the election culture. That there's just widespread fraud. This is just the things that you do.
Election fraud. And this is not merely an allegation. She has admitted guilt. She'll be appearing in court at 10 o'clock this morning. And she has agreed to enter a plea of guilty at the appropriate time. So this is not an allegation. This is not a theory. This is a admitted form of election fraud, which...
Yep. Charge her with treason. All these people that were committing election fraud and widespread treason, in my opinion, that's what it is. They tried to take over the fucking government. It's insane, man. It's insane.
And standing here this morning, I cannot help but think of the words of our 40th president, Ronald Reagan. He famously said, "The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are I'm from the government and I'm here to help." It's a good quote, but I disagree.
Whoa!
I think 9...
Whoa, buddy! Excuse me, what? That is a quote that I quote a lot.
9 more terrifying words are actually, I worked all day and can't feed my family.
Yeah, it is. But that's what this shit that you're implementing is gonna do. Excuse me, what? I think, sure, let them have it. If it doesn't work, arrest them. Arrest them all. Because they know what the fuck they're doing. Anybody that is propping this moron up, this evil freak, I don't think he's actually a moron. I just think that he can't predict the future when it's easily predictable in this situation. All these people deserve it. I wonder how many of these people are getting paid. Especially this lady right here. Like, what the fuck? And of course you got this Chinese lady standing right next to him. I wonder what kind of ties to China she has. I think we're gonna wake up one day soon and realize that the country's been taken over and that we have to split and there's gonna be war. And it's not gonna be civil war exactly. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be factions everywhere. And you're not gonna know who's who. You're gonna see these white liberals and think that they're lefties. But no, they're actually working for China or Israel and they're pretending to be left-wing. But really, they're just bought. Okay, man. Okay. If that's what we want to have. If nobody's gonna be doing anything about this shit and we're just gonna keep going to war, then I guess fuck it all. Let it burn. Sure, what the fuck ever, man. What do I care? I'm in the woods.
Robot years. Are you afraid of it? Everything you've heard about me is true. That's